the recorded history of the next 30 years. A tarot-inspired chronicle. On January 17, 2025, Brad Johnson embarked on an ambitious journey to divine humanity's future by performing a tarot card reading. His method was simple, yet profound, drawing 10 cards, each representing a 3-year period, to chart the course of the next 30 years. Collaborating with ChatGPT 4.0, he interpreted the cards and crafted a fictional narrative based on the reading. This narrative unfolds as a historical record, as if the events of the next 3 decades had already transpired, offering a glimpse into a possible future shaped by ambition, conflict, and human resilience. Year 1 to 3. 3 of Wands upright, meaning the 3 of Wands upright typically signifies expansion, foresight, and exploration. It represents a period of looking forward, making plans, and taking advantage of opportunities on the horizon. Narrative. The dawn of a new era begins with optimism and global ambition. Following years of technological advancements, humanity looks to expand its horizons. Nations collaborate on grand projects, with AI at the forefront. Space exploration takes center stage, culminating in the first permanent human settlement on Mars. Renewable energy technologies flourish, and AI-driven solutions help address climate change. Global leaders embrace this era of expansion, envisioning a future where humanity thrives through cooperation and innovation. However, underlying tensions remain as nations vie for dominance in emerging technologies. Year 4 to 6. The Hierophant reversed, meaning the Hierophant reversed often signifies a rebellion against tradition, challenging authority and seeking personal freedom. It represents a period of questioning established norms and institutions. Narrative. The world experiences a profound shift as traditional institutions begin to crumble. Governments, religious organizations, and long-standing societal norms are questioned and often rejected. The population grows disillusioned with established power structures, seeking new ways of governance and community organization. Grassroots movements rise, advocating for decentralization and autonomy. AI becomes a tool for self-governance, but with this newfound freedom comes uncertainty. The absence of unified authority leads to fragmentation, with different regions and communities adopting diverse approaches to governance. Year 7 to 9. 10 of Swords upright, meaning the 10 of Swords upright typically symbolizes painful endings, betrayal, and destruction. It represents a period of deep loss and the culmination of a difficult cycle. Narrative. A catastrophic global conflict erupts, marking one of the darkest periods in human history, a world war fueled by competition for resources and technological supremacy. The war involves major powers like the United States, China, Russia, and several smaller nations, each vying for control over AI, rare earth elements, and strategic territories. The battlefield is dominated by advanced technologies, autonomous drones, AI-controlled weaponry, cyber warfare, and bioengineered soldiers. Cyber attacks cripple infrastructure, leading to widespread chaos. Cities are reduced to rubble, and millions of lives are lost. The war reshapes the geopolitical landscape, leaving deep scars on humanity. Year 10 to 12. 8 of Swords upright, meaning the 8 of Swords upright often represents feeling trapped, restricted, and powerless. It symbolizes a period of limitation and mental constraint. Narrative. In the aftermath of the war, humanity finds itself trapped in a web of fear and control. Governments, now heavily reliant on AI for governance and security, impose strict regulations on their populations. Surveillance becomes ubiquitous, and personal freedoms are severely curtailed. The populace feels powerless, bound by the very technologies that were once seen as liberating. The world is divided between those who comply with the AI-driven order and those who resist, though rebellion seems futile in the face of overwhelming control. Year 13 to 15. Three of Swords upright. Meaning, the Three of Swords upright symbolizes heartbreak, grief, and emotional pain. It represents a period of sorrow and difficult emotional experiences. Narrative. A period of deep emotional and societal pain ensues. The collective trauma of the war, coupled with the oppressive post-war regime, leads to widespread grief and disillusionment. Families mourn the loss of loved ones, and the societal fabric is frayed. Betrayal is a common sentiment, as trust in leaders, institutions, and even AI systems erodes. Efforts to rebuild are hindered by emotional scars and a pervasive sense of hopelessness. The world grapples with its losses, seeking solace but finding little.
Year 16 to 18, King of Pentacles reversed. Meaning, the King of Pentacles reversed often represents financial instability, materialism, and corruption. It symbolizes a period where greed and poor leadership lead to economic downfall. Narrative, the global economy, once driven by technological innovation and corporate power, faces a dramatic decline. The collapse of major corporations, once symbols of prosperity, ushers in economic instability. Among the fallen giants are names like TechCorp and Global Innovators Inc., which had dominated the AI industry. Economic disparity widens, with the wealthy elite clinging to dwindling resources while the majority suffer. The promises of AI-driven prosperity prove hollow as the world confronts the harsh realities of over-reliance on automation and unsustainable practices. Year 19 to 21. Four of Swords reversed meaning. The Four of Swords reversed suggests restlessness, burnout, and a need for action. It represents a period of recovery where inactivity is no longer an option. Narrative, exhaustion grips humanity, yet the desire for change grows stronger. The period is marked by a restless energy as people demand transformation and reflection. The systems of control begin to weaken, and a collective awakening emerges. Efforts to reform governance and society gain momentum. Activists, thinkers, and ordinary citizens push for recovery, advocating for decentralized, human-centered systems. The world teeters on the edge of a new beginning, driven by the need to address past mistakes and forge a more equitable future. Year 22 to 24, Ten of Wands reversed. Meaning, the Ten of Wands reversed signifies the release of burdens, lightening the load and finding relief. It represents a period where overwhelming responsibilities are lessened. Narrative, the burden of past conflicts and mistakes begins to lift. Humanity starts to relinquish the weight of oppressive systems, seeking a path of relief and freedom. The drive for efficiency and control gives way to a focus on well-being and sustainability. Communities prioritize collective care, simplifying their approach to life and governance. The reduction in centralized control allows for greater autonomy, but challenges remain as the world navigates the complexities of newfound freedom. Year 25 to 27, Six of Cups upright. Meaning, the Six of Cups upright represents nostalgia, childhood memories, and emotional healing. It symbolizes a return to simpler times and reconnecting with one's roots. Narrative, a period of emotional healing and nostalgia takes hold. People reconnect with their roots, valuing family, community, and tradition. The focus shifts to preserving cultural heritage and learning from the past. AI plays a supportive role in this healing process, helping to document and share histories. This era is characterized by a balance between technological assistance and human connection, fostering a sense of belonging and continuity. Year 28 to 30. Five of Cups upright. Meaning, the Five of Cups upright typically symbolizes loss, regret, and focusing on what has been lost rather than what remains. It represents a period of mourning and reflection. Narrative. Despite the progress made, humanity grapples with lingering grief and loss. The environmental damage, the lives lost, and the cultural upheaval of previous decades weigh heavily. While there is hope for the future, the past's shadows remain. Communities work to reconcile with these losses, finding ways to honor and remember what has been left behind. It's a time of reflection, mourning, and cautious optimism as humanity moves forward, aware of its vulnerabilities. Year 31 to 33. The Devil Upright. Meaning, the Devil Upright symbolizes addiction, control, and bondage. It represents a period where people are trapped by their own desires and the systems they've created. Narrative, as humanity looks to the future, it finds itself ensnared by the very systems it sought to control. Dependence on technology, particularly AI, becomes a double-edged sword. Convenience, security, and control come at the cost of personal freedom and autonomy. Corporate and governmental entities wield significant power, with AI-driven surveillance and control shaping daily life. The world is not overtly dystopian, but the undercurrents of control and dependency are undeniable. Humanity faces the challenge of balancing technological advancement with the preservation of its fundamental freedoms. Conclusion. This speculative chronicle, driven by the insights of the tarot, paints a complex picture of humanity's future, a journey of ambition, conflict, loss, and healing. It's a story of both caution and hope, highlighting the profound impact of technology, the resilience of the human spirit, and the eternal struggle for balance between control and freedom.